Today is Labor Day, a day that we celebrate work here in America, and I think that is the perfect time to discuss the relationship that we have all coincided with the word work and the meaning that we've given to it. Here's an example. I was in the airport a couple months ago renting a car, and the receptionist asked me, "Are you in town for work or for fun?" My answer was for work. And her response to me was, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry." And I wanted to be like, why are you sorry? Why am me being here for work entails that I don't like what I'm about to do, or that it should be something to be sorrowful about? And I don't think that this mindset is particular to this one receptionist at the rental car counter. I think this is a mindset that many of us are in, that work has to mean something negative. And when we are in this mindset and we find ourselves in a job or doing our work that we don't like, it's because that we've attached to the meaning of work that it's not supposed to be fun, or we shouldn't like this. So what happens? So we stay in those jobs. We stay working things we don't like because that's just the way it is. That's work. That's the meaning that we all have seemed to give into it. People are always talking so negative about going to work and having to work. And finally we get this beautiful Labor Day off to not work, and it is a celebration. But it should not be just a celebration of being off work. I think it should be a celebration of the work that we are here to do and that our souls are here to do. Okay, so maybe you can't celebrate your work. You're not in a job, you just can't find that meaning that this is supposed to be fun, and you don't see a way out anytime soon, so you're like, "Lou, shut up, you don't know my life. If only I just had all the time in the world to do what I wanted, and then I'll be happy and can find all the meaning in the world." Well, let me tell you something. I have experienced what it is like to have all the time in the world. I had quit my job and I had finally gotten my financial life back on track, and I would go through periods where I had weeks to months with nothing on my schedule. I could have went to the beach every single day and laid there. But as humans, we don't want to do that. It'll be nice for like a week to take off, but whenever we take off from work, we're always at some point ready to go back to it. And if you've ever been in between jobs, or you move to a different city and you're looking for a job and you just want to do something. You want to work. You can't stand being at home all day, because what work gives us, no matter what your job is in any scale, is it gives us a purpose, a sense of meaning that we are working with other people and doing something of greater value. And when I was sitting there with not knowing what I was going to do or having to decide my own schedule, it is a very scary and lost feeling that I really wouldn't wish on anyone. There would be days where I would look at the garbage man, and not saying that that is a profession that should be looked down upon, but I would look at all these different professions that are happening all around my community, and I would be jealous. I'd be jealous that these people have a sense of purpose and I feel lost and directionless. So that is not the point then. If the point of working was to retirement, that's something that we think we're working towards, so we can work so we don't have to work anymore. But how often do you see retired people wanting to find something to do? they're bored, so they pick up volunteering. They pick up jobs that are way under their pay just because they want to feel like they're giving back. So what was the point of working all those years to do nothing and then just look to work again? So if you're gonna work all that time, why not try and find some work that you actually enjoy doing? Because the work, whether we enjoy it or not, it gives us meaning and it gives us purpose. So to experience those higher levels of fulfillment and happiness, it's just moving towards work that is more in line with who we are. So how do you find work that is meaningful and that you are excited to wake up and do your entire life? Well, I think it comes down to what I discussed here in this video, and it starts with seeing the purpose and meaning that your work already gives you, and then changing the word that you attach with work and making that a positive rather than a negative. Because if you always attach work as being bad, that any work that you go and get, it's gonna reflect your negative attitude towards it. You're gonna be okay with it being bad because that's the way it is. So when you see work as being this great thing that we are here to do, you can then start finding work that is gonna make you happy because you have changed your meaning of work. So I hope on this Labor Day you reflect on the work that you are doing right now and ask yourself if it's really in line with who you are. And I hope you ask yourself, how can you bring more purpose to your work and really look to experience and give your life's work to something that's going to bring both you and others a great amount of value. Thank you so much for watching this longish video. I love you, and I really hope you do find and do some really great work in this world. Thank you.